I just want to take a moment. I think it is worth taking a moment to note the historic nature of what just occurred in there, which is not an end state. There's still more to go. But considering 2% was the goal that President Trump set out in his first term, President Trump said other countries need to carry the burden, pay the fair share. And a lot of people thought that was impossible. It couldn't happen. Here we are, and countries in there are well exceeding 2%, and we think very close, almost near consensus, on a 5% commitment for NATO in The Hague later this month. There are a few countries that are not quite there yet. I won't name any names. It's amongst friends in that room. We'll get them there. But from France to Germany, to the Baltics, to the Nordic countries, to Poland, to Greece, to Hungary, to so many more, the commitment is there. 5% on defense spending. When you consider the threats that we face, the urgency in the world, it's critical. We don't need more flags. We need more fighting formations. We don't need more conferences. We need more capabilities. Hard power. That's why President Trump is committed to spending $1 trillion in our own defense budget. We're standing in that room looking out at all the other countries saying we're spending 13% more on our defense inside our formations, in real capabilities. We need our allies here in Europe and in Canada to step up even more, to step up and take the lead, to recognize the defense of the continent is the core mission. So 5% is our message, and we will deliver that. President Trump at The Hague, at the summit, it's been his commitment, and I believe our allies will step up and do that for real capabilities, and that Europe returns to its core function, defense of the continent, and burden sharing being central to that. America has led for a long way. Now it's time for Europe to step up. So I'm very encouraged by what we heard in there. I appreciate the leadership, Group Secretary Ruta, our ambassador, Whitaker, who's done a great job. I'll take a few questions real quick.
The UK says, you didn't mention the UK then about commitments to 5%. They say they will spend 3% by
our friends in the UK, we're going to get there. We're going to get there.
They're going to get there.
I'm getting a wrap on the family photo. I can come back and talk a little bit more if you want. But we think everybody's going to get there. We really do.
Including the UK.
It's important. Well, I think it's important they do. It's important that the UK gets there.
What about a timeline?